No, no, no. Nobody already didn't want them the rest of their lives. Why not? I'll give them more time. Don't be mad at me, guys. Logic. I believe that every animal deserves a forever home. You guys believe that? Me too, but I also believe that the only forever home is a grave. So, ladies and gentlemen, we got to try to argue with that statement. Okay, I got a PhD, I'm good. All right, next, coming to the stage, we got two more comics tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Mr. Satyam.
Thank you for getting my name right on the first try. Yes, my name is Satyam. I'm from India. Makes me the 7-Eleven kind of brown, not the 9-11. I found it helps to put it out there up front. Yeah. So, everyone having a good time, I hope? I'm having a great time. I turned 33 recently, just a couple of weeks back. Woo! Jesus was 33 when they crucified him. I'm not really comparing myself to Jesus, but I'm saying if I make it to 34, I'll officially be better than Jesus. But, you know, like my age is showing now. Like the other day I was looking up at the sun with glasses, but I sprained my neck. And that made communication really difficult. Guys, I'm telling you. I couldn't do the Indian head nod anymore. If you don't know what the Indian head nod is, you clearly never worked in IT. It's true, like most Indians who don't work at 7-Eleven, I work in IT. That's just a fancy way of saying I steal jobs from hardworking Americans, guys. Sorry, not sorry. Yeah, it's a fun gig, it pays well, so you know, people hate me, that's fine. You know, over the years, I've been in this country 11 years, and I've learned a few things. Number 5 on the list of things a brown guy ought not to do. Talk like white people. Let me explain. You guys have a very unfortunate tendency to describe everything in terms of bombs. Like I was talking to my friend and trying to blend in, and I was talking about the salsa I made, and I'm like, dude, this thing I made is the bomb. Next thing I know, bam, under investigation. That trip to Gitmo was not present. Yeah. Don't want to do that again. But yeah, I mean, you know, it's fine. I understand. I've been here 11 years and, you know, getting into politics and, you know, just learning the political system. I have to say, like, I'm really torn on the Republican Party because as an Indian, I mean, I make IT money, so I enjoy a good tax break. And I really hate other immigrants. But I also really don't trust white people. And there's a history behind that. It's just, no, I'm not just saying that out of blue. Like, the British made my people their bitch for the longest time. And like, when my grandfather was my age, he was still under British rule. Like, Britain still had a king. King George was the emperor of India when my grandfather was my age. And, you know, we've come a long way since then. India got its independence, I moved to the US, I married a white girl. So, what I'm saying is, like, we've come a long way. Like, in 3 generations, we've gone from taking orders from a white guy to taking orders from a white woman. Yay, feminism. I'm gonna look at my notes every so often because I'm not very good at this just yet. So yeah, so based on that, I decided I wanted to be a liberal, so I could be, you know, whatever. But my wife is a liberal as well. We're both damn dirty liberals who believe in quote unquote planning our parenthood. Guys, I'm trying to plan my parenthood here, like.
I'm very sad, it's Indian.
At least you got that right. But yeah, so, you know, I was more excited about the prospect than my wife. I'm like, oh sweet, I got to name our kids. You know what we should do? We should have twins, a girl and a boy. We can name the girl Phoebe, and we can name the boy Jay. And she's like, A, that's not how it works. And B, you really want to name our kids Phoebe and Jay. Like the sandwich. And that's how I lost all naming rights to any future children that I might have. But that's okay, I love her anyway, so. Also, like, I don't want to leave her, like, dating such a pain in the ass. Like, you heard jokes about Tinder today. And, you know, I had my share of dating, and it was great. I mostly only dated liberal girls. Not necessarily because, you know, conservative girls don't want to date me because I'm Indian. They just don't want to associate themselves with someone who introduces himself as 7-Eleven Brown, not 9-11. So like, nope, not doing that. Too much guilt by association. Yeah. Speaking of, another thing I learned in my time in the US, number 32 on the list of things brown guy ought not to do. Ask tricky questions to heavily armed Christians. So when you see a group of people waving Confederate flags, you don't ask them tricky questions like, how are you doing? Your best option at that point, if you're brown, is to try and blend in and pretend like you're there and like, you know, try and make your exit. Like, I just stood there between them and went, I sure do love grits! And booked it. I don't think they bought it. I don't think for 1 second that they bought it, but they were just far too stunned to react on time. And that's how I'm here doing this thing. But yeah, speaking of Nazis, I've got a business proposition. Maybe I could have had a better lead into it, but here it is anyway. You guys ever drink so much like you're hungover the next day and you just wish someone could deliver you hot breakfast without having to interact with another human being? I got your back. What I'm working on is delivery using drones. They're everywhere these days, guys. I'm gonna deliver breakfast using drones. I'm calling it the Luftwaffe. It's the final breakfast solution. On the side, you can have orange juice and Polish sausage. Before it gets too tasteless, I'm just gonna mosey on to lighter things. So, another business proposition. These days, a lot of people, you know, cheat on their significant others. And I'm Indian, so I like making money off other people's vices. And sex always sells, guys. So I have a plan to rent out a part of my house to people who want to have, English isn't my first language, clandestine trysts in the middle of the day. I did good. Yeah. I'm calling it a Fairbnb. Speaking of sex, any Game of Thrones fans in here?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You guys excited about the finale in a couple days?
Yeah.
Yeah. I've heard the mountain is gonna break his back. they'll call him the Brokeback Mountain. That's all the jokes on this side of the case. You guys excited?